Hello again and welcome to today's video. This video is a little different from our usual production because this video concerns another property that we own, a farm way up in the far reaches of northern Alberta. We've had the property for many years. It's where we raised our children, and all our children were homeschooled, and that was a really good place to raise them. As the children got older, they needed further education and better career opportunities, and that is when we moved back down here towards the city, and that's why we are now at the 12. So this year we made 3 trips up to the farm. The first was around Thanksgiving. Abby Ann, our daughter, came up with us, and we had a little blitz up there getting things back into shape. The second was around the beginning of November when Sam, our eldest son, came up with me, and we really had a go at it. We trimmed back all the hedges, did some construction work on the buildings and maintenance and cleanup and what have you. However, on that journey, the alternator on my big service truck let go, and we had to leave the truck there. Sam brought me back and we got the alternator rebuilt, and then he very kindly took me back up again, and he did it on a marathon journey. It's 7 hours to drive up there. We threw the alternator on the truck, and once he had ensured that I was good, he turned on his heels and he drove back down the same day. So he had a very long day. Now, most of my vehicles have names, and that big service truck is called Bubba. So when you hear me referring to Bubba, it's the big service truck. So I stayed up there for another day or so and did some cleaning up and what have you, and then got out of there. I think it was around the 15th of November. And today is, the 16th, and I've only been home a matter of hours, and a horrendous blizzard has blown in overnight. Roads are very bad. We've got about 8 inches of snow and drifting up to my knees this morning. So we just got home in time. So we hope you enjoy this video. It's a little bit of an explanation as to what was going on there. Sit back and enjoy. The leaves have all dropped on these oak trees that line the driveway. And we've had to do some trimming for overhanging branches and dead wood. Still so nice to see the beautiful pine trees. One of the biggest problems of being away from the farm is that the hedges have got so overgrown. Many, many years without cutting or maintenance. So today we're going to try to fix that and get things back into shape. This jungle was once our beautiful lawn. The trees have grown, and so have the hedges. But Sam and his gas-powered hedge trimmer are licking them back into shape, exactly the way they used to be many, many years ago. This is an ongoing project we've had for a number of years on this covered storage building. So we're putting up some steel here. This is the remains of the hospital that was built locally, and this was all surplus steel that was to go to the dumpster. But we're putting it on to finish the gable wall here, and that will help keep the snow out. Well, good morning. We're on another journey. Because Sam is taking me north, back up to the farm. This will be our last trip up to the farm this year. We're going to bring back a truck that we've got parked up there. So we'll see how this one goes. There's a photo radar up on the bridge. Just north of Whitecourt now. The roads are nearly empty. Beautiful day. So from the sunshine we left, we're now heading up towards high level from Peace River. And it's getting darker and wetter. No snow falling at the moment, but you can see it has been. Clouds are getting darker. Aren't they ever? Look at that over there. Wow. Yeah. We're around the middle of November. We're back up at the farm again, way up in northern Alberta. It's about 8:30 in the morning and the sun is not even clearing the horizon yet. When you come this far north, it really does make quite a difference. We got another inch of snow, or half an inch last night, I should say. That'll be about 2 inches on the ground now. And we had to come up to retrieve Bubba, because the alternator failed on Bubba on the last trip. Nothing that money won't fix. Throw enough at it and the problem goes away. So we're back to get Bubba and head back south again today. And if you look away to the west, the sky is pretty dark, so we're expecting more snow. But it does look very picturesque with the frost. People are always looking for peace and quiet. But it is so quiet up here. You can even hear the electricity in the power lines. And to make a noise, you feel like you're causing an intrusion. It is so quiet. Never experienced anything like the peace and the tranquility that there is up here in northern Alberta. That's one of the joys of this place. You're far from the madding crowd. The lilac hedge looks really good now. We've still got the trimmings to burn. I've got one pile going here, but they're still very green, so it's pretty tough burning. So I think either we'll leave it till the spring, or maybe bring a chipper up and chip everything. But it is some welcome heat, I know that. So I've spent most of the day here today, cleaning up, doing a few odd jobs. We got the truck loaded. Time to make a mile. Sun's shining at the moment, but there's snow coming in behind. Loaded up, just doing a final walk around. Stoke the fire up a little bit more. It'll burn out in half an hour. There's not much there, not even a flame anymore. And we'll head south. Come back to our little piece of paradise in the spring.